vlog. If you're new here, my name is Alicia. It's great to meet you. So for today's vlog, we're going to be doing something a little different. Rather than working with clay, I figured it would be fun to head to the kitchen and bake some cookies today. I have been craving cookies every single day at work this past week, and every single day from the kitchen we would smell something sweet, and me and my manager would be like, are they making cookies? And we'd go and check, and they were never making cookies. So I decided I'll take it into my own hands and we'll make some cookies today. Okay, let's go. My parents are also very sweet. I asked them if I could film in the kitchen, and they're like, okay, we'll go upstairs to our bedroom so it's not so loud. Oh. So I know that I want to make chocolate chip cookies. I just don't know what recipe to use. If you know anything about me, I bake with margarine. I always have. It's cheaper. When you don't have a lot of money, it was the go-to. And it tastes almost the exact same. Some people will beg to differ, but with that said, you can't brown butter with margarine because it doesn't have milk solids. But I do have powdered milk, and I hear people say that you could boost the flavor of brown butter by adding some powdered milk. Well, what if I just took margarine, melted that down, but added powdered milk in there, so that would get browned and toasty? Sounds like a good hack. Browsing my Pinterest right now. These are all my saved desserts that I have never made. Okay, we're gonna try this one because this one calls for melted butter, and so we could just toast our butter in that. I will link it below, but it's the one on Eats Delightful. To prep your egg, the best thing to do if you don't have time to leave it out for it to warm up is to just put it in a bowl with hot water for about 5 minutes. So the recipe calls for half a cup of melted butter, and because I am trying to make this like a brown butter cookie recipe, I'm gonna add some of my whole milk powder. Guys, I think it's working. Half a cup of packed brown sugar, a quarter cup of granulated sugar. We're going to add those all into a bowl and then whisk it until it leaves ribbons and is nice and thick. I usually use a stand mixer for this, but I figured I would try by hand in case any of you want to do it at home like this and don't have a stand mixer, but I don't know how well this will go. I also think I lost a lot of liquid when I was browning the butter. I'm not gonna make mine ribbony like they say, so if my cookies don't turn out, it's because I altered the recipe. It's not because of that vlog's recipe. Don't get mad at them. Next, we're going to add our egg and vanilla. Just mix that together until it's smooth and combined. This is why I cannot be a baker anymore. Or probably why I should be a baker. Okay, that should be the thick ribbony stage that they wanted. Okay, so we're gonna add our dry ingredients now. So the dry ingredients include 1 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 tablespoon of cornstarch, half a teaspoon of baking soda, half a teaspoon of baking powder, and a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. This looks so good. It smells so good. Once that's all mixed up, just add 1 cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips. So I have 2 kinds of chocolate chips, and I don't remember what's what, but one's like legit chocolate and one's like the fake legit chocolate. So we're gonna add a mix of both. They say 1 cup, but I don't like chocolate chips in my chocolate chip cookies. So I'm gonna do more like half to 3/4 of a cup. I feel like chipless chocolate chip cookies don't taste great either, but full chip also isn't my thing. I'm gonna add the tiniest bit of milk. I feel like when I browned the butter, too much moisture came out, so a little bit of milk will help this all combine a little better. This looks so good. Chocolate chips, I just don't like them in my chocolate chip cookies, but the dough is so good. And then we are going to scoop them onto a tray, bake at 350 for roughly about 10 to 12 minutes, and we should be good. Cookies kind of pale, not very like brown, even on the bottoms. I think I'm gonna stick them in longer, and then I bumped the oven up to 375, so I'm hoping that'll help. Also, they didn't flatten like at all like what I thought, which I'm very surprised about. They kept their shape really well, so I probably should have squished them a little more. So yeah, I'm gonna stick them back in and hope that makes a difference. I don't think you can see a difference, but to me this looks better. So I just finished eating a cookie and I thought I was filming, but I wasn't. Of course. They're not bad, they're just kind of plain. Like they need salt. Like I think I needed to like do a little sprinkle of flaky salt, but I don't have flaky salt. I suck at making cookies. I don't know why. They look great, but cookies have never been my thing. Cakes and cupcakes are more my thing, but I'll do macarons next time. But yeah, these are okay. Next time I'm gonna stick to like a creamier butter and sugar type thing. Go from there. Maybe they'll taste better cooled down. So I just finished editing my vlog, I made the thumbnail, and so I think once this is done exporting, I'm ready to upload, which I'm excited about. This one took a really long time for me to edit for whatever reason. I essentially worked on it for about 4 days, and 2 of those days were about 5 to 8 hour days each. So I don't know what took so long with this one, because there's nothing super glamorous that I did with the editing, but yeah, it just took a really long time. But I'm happy with it. I love how it looks. I was able to kind of pull out some like shorts that I can use for it too, which is great because that's what I want to practice doing more, is how to min-max my content. So that way I'm not super overwhelmed and stressed. But yeah. And now that that is happening, I don't know if you could see the state of my room, but it's a mess. And so let's do a bit of a refresh. Let's clean things up and then maybe even add some new decor to my walls, which I've been really wanting to do for the last 2 months now. So it's not that bad, but it could still be a lot better. Okay, I didn't really do much, but this is cleaner for now. Now let's work on this right here. So I bought these plants on Amazon. They're like fake plants, but I thought that it would be really pretty to have these around my room because I keep accidentally killing my real plants. So let's put these around. So this poor plant, it was the very first plant that I got when I moved out on my own, and the only one that I didn't manage to kill. But when I went on vacation, I forgot to water it, and then when I pulled up, it detached. So he's just been sad and dead. And to be honest, he's been looking sad for a very long time. But I am sad to say goodbye to him. It was a good plant, so I'll say goodbye to him. And then what I want to do is I want to move this into the middle here. Okay, we have these pieces to put up. This turned out so cute already. I love it. With my new greenery and my new deco. I don't know what you call it. This is actually, it's really special for me because this lettering that says Alicia on it is actually from my boyfriend's sister's wedding. And so it was little nameplate when you sit down to eat. So that's really special. And then these flowers are all just from bouquets that my boyfriend has gifted me over the years that have dried out. And so this like whole section is just so special to me. I want to add 2 like picture frames around here as well, just to kind of tie it all in and have pictures of myself and my family and everything. And I love it. I'm so happy. I'm not very good at decor, so I always try my best to do little things to try to enhance my room and stuff. So my next plan of action someday, whenever I decide to muster up the courage to spend the money, is to buy like a wooden shelf here. And I think that will look pretty. It'll tie in kind of like the wood aspects, which I really like. And I also want possibly to add not a pegboard, but a pegboard. Some sort of wooden decorative that's also useful on this wall. I just need to think of something. I have half of a vision, but not the full vision, you know? So I think that will also tie in the wood aspects, and then my room will be almost complete. So I love it though. Look how pretty it looks. So a bit of a shorter vlog today, but thank you guys again for hanging out with me and joining me. I hope you enjoyed the new room setup and also baking some cookies together. Let me know if there's any other types of content that you want me to do or show. I always try to think of fun things, but I don't know if you guys would actually enjoy watching anything. But at the same time, good memories for me. I'm happy with this. And the cookies tasted better cooled down. But they're still, I can't bake it. they're just mid. So we'll have to clearly try again to find that perfect cookie recipe. And also at some point cinnamon buns, because I made cinnamon buns previously and they also were just kind of mid. Thanks again for watching, guys. I hope you have a lovely rest of your week or weekend, depending on when I upload this. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!